I'm going to touch myself. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boa back at again with another bullshit video, and today we're going to be talking about none other than the famous Mr. Beast, Mr. B, the LP, fucking Logan Paul and KSI, and the Giga Chad, the father of millions, the diamond minecart, also known as DanTDM. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I unironically found it really funny. Now, I will give you a bit of context before I start yapping my head off.
What is blood yapping about?
Basically, not that long ago, KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul was on a Instagram live, kind of the weirdest place to announce something. Instagram, owned by the Lizard Man, but they did it on Instagram, and what they announced was another brand. Obviously, KSI and Logan Paul, they are infamously known for Prime Energy, which, when that first came out, I'm not going to giggle. It was absolutely everywhere in the UK. In fact, I couldn't go to a single store where there was like the stand for them, the little cardboard cutouts where Prime should have been, but every kid on the block, years 5 to 12, Contoy included, they basically purchased all of the Prime because of the hype surrounding it. I don't know why there was so much hype. I think it just ultimately has to do with the fact that the brand is tied to questionably one of the most known YouTubers, KSI and Logan Paul. Which, I mean, you can see the game plan here, because when they first announced Prime, everyone thought, oh, this is going to be another fight. Hell yeah. But it wasn't. It was actually them collabing, realizing together that we can make more money together than separate. And so they shook hands, gave each other a big high five, said, buddy old pal, let's get this bread. And then they made Prime. And in the same ordeal, they did a similar thing. So here is this Twitter, essentially, from Logan Paul. First of all, I just want to say 481k views and only 4k likes. Logan Paul is very, very hated. But yeah, the situation, they advertised it as the new chapter with like two of them there wearing some uniform, all funeral. I don't even know. I actually don't. It just looks like they're attending a funeral, and then the big old fucking purple guy from FNAF is behind them, ready to slaughter more kids. Which actually, that joke is pretty funny considering Mr. Beast is tied with Ava Tyson, and Ava Tyson was recently exposed for large quantities of things. I would need a separate video to do that, but I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, it's very fitting that they portrayed Mr. B similarly to how Scott Cawthon would portray the purple guy. But yeah, so that's them. They announced it 14th of September, and they was going to go live on Instagram on the 16th of September. So yeah, it's been 2 days since this announcement dropped. Um, so yeah, that's the borderline context. And then ever since then, obviously people have been like, "Lol, what is this lunchly bullshit?" Because obviously everyone was comparing it to Lunchables, including Logan Paul and KSI. I did see a video from Pyrocynical, basically of him analyzing the two calories and whatnot between Lunchables and Lunchly. Um, and it seems very minuscule. It appears to be Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Breast. Their whole gimmick, their whole selling point is electrolytes, which, I mean, they just keep selling electrolytes like it's this big thing, this huge deal. But, like, if you did a spot of research, you would realize more things have electrolytes than you could even imagine. Probably this Tango apple that I'm currently gulping has more electrolytes than my piss. It's shit like that. If you actually Google it, research, do your research, stay educated, you could actually find that there are loads of electrolytes all over the place. But Logan Paul, KSI, with their Prime specifically, they seem to advertise electric lights as this big ordeal, which it probably isn't. Let's just be frank. So now that we have all the context out of the way, we can now talk about the lovely juice. The juice. Oh, yeah, put down your ASMR channels, you freaks. So DanTDM tweeted this, replying to Dexterito, some weird Twitter news outlet for everything internet culture wise. I don't like saying internet culture. It makes me sound chronically online. But yeah, so he quote retweeted and basically said, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. I cannot say anything anymore." Put not in like capital letters. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them do better. Which, I mean, you can see his argument. They're essentially manipulating to the point where Logan Paul and KSI knows that kids watch their content. And so they are absolutely marketing towards the younger audience in the hope that the young 12-year-old contoy goes to the Asda supermarket, pulls on his mother's shirt and goes, "Mummy, Mummy, I want to buy a lunchly. It sounds so yummy. And Logan Paul and KSI, they promoted it. Please." And then mother insists on drop kicking their kids down the stairs to decrease the amount of brain rot in the world. One thing I will add about DanTDM's tweet is it got 30 million views. From my understanding, DanTDM, he's very laid back. He doesn't really care about getting views per se. I know he does clickbait YouTube shorts, but the majority of his stuff just seems relatively normal. So DanTDM, even getting that large amount of views is kind of huge, actually. Considering, like, I think the majority of the people that watch DanTDM now are either kids or people reminiscing. Because obviously DanTDM, he's been around, dog. He's been around for a very long time. So, dropping a tweet like this and it getting 30 mil views, that's in Twitter language anyway. That's really really huge. So honestly, dub DanTDM. Like, there's no debate. He won just by this default alone. We got this little image here from KSI. Basically, I'm gonna say just straight up dissing DanTDM's little merch in the past. DanTDM's in the picture. You can see he's got pugs. He's got U2s, tube heroes. Basic normal shit. And then obviously, someone he quoted someone surely, because there's no way KSI could come up with that. His brain cells is only money and boxing and the occasional music here from time to time. Anything else in his brain just goes completely flat. Um, but he was talking about food, JJ. Then proceeds to say he was sponsored and promoted. Okay, congrats, right? But you see, there's a difference between, because like YouTubers, they have sponsors. Sure, you can decline them, but like that's how YouTubers make their money, through their sponsors. And then so he was doing a sponsor ad, right? But the difference is Logan Paul, KSI, they are straight up. They have created this product, and then now they're just pissed because DanTDM called him out for it. He's assisted in creating physical. I'm going to call them toys in this argument. He has created actual toys with his face on it. His Minecraft avatar, his actual face for the U2s or whatever. It's It's him. It's it's his product. He's not selling crap. He's selling what he believes his audience would want. Because let's face it, U2s are wildly popular. People want U2s. I to this day want a Fitz U2s just because of how cool it would be. I'm not saying it's a flex to own a U2s. I'm just specifically pointing out the fact that, unironically, that's not trash. It's just merch that people wanted. No one asked for Lunchly. Not a single soul. You went on Instagram, high fived the lizard man, and then just promoted Lunchly, but yet no one asked. Granted, you could probably say the same argument. No one asked for the DanTDM stuff, but DanTDM, when the Tube Heroes stuff came out, that he was in his prime, dude. Relatively in his prime. I don't think he ever. I guess his prime would be the mod showcase. Anyways, gets rid of the point. People like DanTDM. No one thinks of, when you think of Logan Paul and KSI, the first thing you initially think of nowadays is Prime, which, okay, that's fair enough. That was huge. I mean, the sales are slowly dying, and now they're overstacked in every single shop, and the shops are now looking at all these bottles, thinking, "What the fuck are we gonna do with them all? We can't sell them." Um, so yeah, Prime, boxing. For KSI's case, it's music. For Logan Paul's case, it's the large amount of controversies he has under his belt. You don't think of food. When you think of DanTDM, you think, okay, Minecraft. He has a kids audience. So what does he does? He caters to kids. He creates toys. Has a U2s. Have crazy glasses you can put on your forehead with a diamond Minecraft fucking pickaxe and go mine your nan's forehead because she's got gold in there somewhere. Keep digging. Um, but yeah, he caters to his audience because that's what his audience, would want. No one fucking asked for Lunchly, for fuck's sake. Then we got actual Mr. Beast coming out of nowhere. He's been relatively quiet on the internet for the last couple of days or so because of obviously all the controversies. His name's kind of like hot fire right now. You get too close to Mr. Beast and you might also get burnt in the process. But essentially, what he said was Lunchable sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese, they use cheese product, higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launch Lunchly. Also, as we get economics of scale, we can get things cheaper. We will only improving the product more and more. Yeah, the issue is, dog, your Lunchables goes for like $320 or something like that, and Lunchly is selling at a whopping $4. So already Lunchables have you beat. Your main self, the electrolytes, comes with the version of Prime. Uh, See, I'm eating sweets. I'm eating candy. It's bad for you, but it's probably still going to taste better than that Lunchly shit. So, yeah, this is kind of an L take because it's $4, so it's already more expensive than Lunchables. The electrolytes are absolutely carried by the fact you have a Prime bottle. What's stopping people from just buying Prime with their Lunchables? You're going to sue them next? Is Logan Paul going to be watching the internet, scouring for everyone trying to get a Lunchable and a Prime together? Like, this is actually such an L take. Sure, they use processed foods and shit like that, but ultimately 99% of what the average person eats is probably processed anyway. So again, L take. And as you rightfully put, fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier. Like, come on, dog. You know this is an L take. You got 55K likes because of this L take, and 11 million views. It's over, dude. Mr. Beast, you took the L, dude. Just take it, hold it. Go back to your little corner of being silent because you're scared of all the Twitter Mongols that's gonna fucking retweet everything you say and put L plus ratio.
30 wins!
And then, last but not least, we have Logan Paul's response to DanTDM. He simply put, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You can't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset, then don't eat it. This is, you know, there are so many things wrong with this. I'm going to have to break it down. So, firstly, I want to tackle is the whole "then don't eat it" comment. It's very simple. You're kind of like inviting the idea of if you don't like us, then don't eat it. Because the majority of the time is that, yeah, DanTDM made this comment to begin with is because of the fact that it's YouTubers creating creating food. So then don't eat it because you're upset. That comment is based off the fact that if you're upset with the fact that Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast are doing this, which means if you don't like them, don't eat it. Which currently, at the present moment, considering all the crypto scams Logan Paul has, the Ava Tyson bullshit with Mr. Beast, and yeah, how to decrease sales, my guy. I thought you was business head. That's not very good business. The Joker from the Dark Knight Batman makes better business than this tactic. Like, what is this shit, dude? Then another thing is, already defaming the most popular brand that they're trying to compete with by saying allegedly containing lead. Yeah, how about you say that when it's confirmed? Because all you're doing is you're just bringing the name of Lunchables down in the public. Bearing in mind, right, this is 48 million views. So it's not like this is some hidden secret and Lunchables won't find out. So again, another L take. I'm not. This has got a community note, but I actually don't trust half the community notes. Not because I think they're misinformation, but just because you could do your own research in it. But another L take. Now we want to build businesses. YouTubing is a business. YouTubing, yeah. Listen, it's been a long day. Um, the point of YouTube is to put yourself out there to get an audience and entertain said audience and get paid while entertaining a group of people. It's no different than actors or music people or just anyone in general that makes content online. It is a business. So, what have you been doing your whole life? Have you not been entertaining people with your stupid suicide forest? I fail to see why you said this. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to invite me to your podcast where you recently had fucking Donald Trump be my guest, but as it stands, that's such an L take. Considering, you know, Prime also has a bunch of shit going on with it. So L take again? Yeah, cool. What's really funny is he acknowledges that he spends his lives creating content, but does he not realize that creating content is a business? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm actually done, dude. The fucking self entitlement is crazy. So, yeah, in conclusion, the biggest 1v3 of the year has taken place. And unfortunately for big, scary black boxer, big, scary white boxer, and small, adorable pedo lover, they lost really really bad. They got absolutely mogged on. Complete GGEs, no re in the bag. Everyone else seems to believe so as well. I'm not the one, you know, saying this. There are loads of people saying this on Twitter. But yeah, in retrospect, I think if you're gonna make a business, make a business. Um, it's your money. Do whatever the hell you want at the end of the day. But don't fucking, you know, try and compete with people publicly saying, "Oh yeah, we're Lunchables is this." It's a really bad business model. Instead, you should just focus on yourself, get on the grind, make your product good, promote it with your names by all means, but just keep the shit to yourself and then let the product do the talking for you. Maybe that's just me, but I think that would be a much better business model than just sitting on your ass at your local computer or phone or whatever the fuck these rich guys use to tweet on and just completely waffle, yap, complete yapatron. Because it gets to a point where if you keep yapping too much, of course people are going to say shit. And we all know the saying, chat shit, get banged. And that is precisely what has happened here. So yeah, in conclusion, GG is no re, and this is going to be the end of the video. Uh, Thank you for sticking around for so long. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, leave your comments, your thoughts, your suggestions, everything in the comment section below. And about 79% of the people that watch me aren't subscribed. So if you just want to hit that little button underneath that says subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's going to be it. See ya.